Kobe Bryant tore a ligament in his wrist that holds the small bones together. Now, fortunately, it was not significant enough to require surgery, but I'll have to rest it for a few weeks to let it heal. If they get him back too quickly, it can become a nagging, chronic problem, but he should be back to the court within 2 or 3 weeks maximum.
Lunotriquetral represents the different bones that are in the wrist. The lunate bone and the triquetrum bone. These are tiny little ligaments that keep the multiple bones in your wrists together so that you have movement as well as stability. And they're painful, they hurt. You usually don't have to operate on them, but it means that you need to let them rest so they can heal.
Here's what Manhattan Beach sports medicine specialist Keith Fetter told the LA Times. Without being privy to the MRI, these types of injuries can take anywhere from several days to several weeks to heal completely. But depending on the pain level and with support, the athlete could play. All right, so Jalen, I mean, you get injury to the wrist, and it's the shooting wrist. So how is that going to affect Kobe's game if he tries to come back too soon?
Unfortunately for me, I've actually had that injury before. I injured it the first game of preseason. That was during the normal length of a preseason, and I missed the first 10 games of a year. So that's
the first 10 games of the regular season.
The first 10 games of the regular season. So that's the margin. It was around 4 weeks. That's how long it's going to take. At least 2, maximum 4, depending on his pain threshold. And it's his right wrist. And Kobe Bryant is a shooter, a scorer, slam dunks, plays defense. So your wrist affects more than just the ability to actually get out there and ball handle. It's a lot of different things that goes into it.
You mentioned his pain threshold. Kobe's got a pretty high pain threshold. So how should Mike Brown and Kobe Bryant play this going forward?
Well, Kobe Bryant is one of those athletes. You saw the same thing with Ben Roethlisberger for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's going to want to get out there and play. But then you have to be able to gauge, is he really going to hurt his basketball team? I think Kobe Bryant's going to get back as soon as anybody would with this injury, but this is an injury that can linger, so you got to be careful with it.